Hello YouTube, Red to Green here again with another recap. Today is January 31st, 2022, and I'm up $875. It was an interesting day. KSCP, good old KSCP. You remember that Friday KSCP? I was up over $200 on it. I did exactly same thing. I traded exactly the same way. KSCP gave really nice opportunities. I love how it moves. It's just I was really in flow, and I'm up over $700 on this stock, $730. As you can see, KSCP gave really good moves, and I traded it up until 12 or so, and I see that it actually moved further after 12 around until 1 o'clock. And no, actually, never mind. I did trade it after 12 until 1 o'clock. And then I drew this line, and that's where I kind of thought, I was like, okay, we might be on the backside here. And it was popping, and I was kind of right? And I'm glad I cut it off. I think last loss was about $30 on it. And I just said, okay, that's it. I'm done. So I was over 900. I was actually had this 1K number mentally set, like a psychological number for me. And I was just hovering too much, and not only that, I got to a point where I had over 300 trades, and that's a lot in my book. So I definitely overtraded a lot today, and I made some mistakes which I regret again. And that's it. That's kind of a quick summary. By the way, hit a thumbs up, please. It does help my channel a lot, and subscribe if you like the recaps, and join me for live stream. I do it every morning. If I'm not up before 9, I'm definitely up around 9:20, 9:15 a.m. and into the market open if I can. Some days it's hard, but I'll usually let people know. So join my Discord chat too, as well. I usually announce if I'm going to be late or if I'm not going to join. So I know there's a lot of chats everywhere, but if you just want to know what's up with me or anything, just join my chat, and go check out announcements channel there. Anyway, FGI was also on the list, and FGI I actually had really high hopes for, because it did look like a typical low floater, pop, and then it kind of hold, and then the market opens it and pops again, and it did pop. It's actually exactly what I was thinking it's going to do, and it did it, and I capitalized on it. I wish I capitalized a little more on it, a larger share size perhaps, and maybe that the second part of it, see how it like popped and dropped. I was actually, so I kept losing money, and I think I lost about $50 on it, maybe 40, $50. And you see I drew this little hooks here. That's essentially what I was hoping it's going to do. It's going to bounce off of this 9 EMA, and then it's going to bounce off of VWAP, because VWAP and 20 EMA kind of were together, so it's a really strong resistance, right? Plus you have this resistance here coming up at 570, so why not to bounce? If it's a strong stock, it definitely would have bounced. It didn't bounce. It had a really high potential to bouncing. That's why I kind of put a lot of kind of weight toward this. That's why I kept trading it, because I kind of was expecting it to go, and it never did. So that's a disappointment, right? I'm glad I didn't give everything back, because I believe 2 more trades and I would have been pretty much break even or even red on that stock. So glad to be just over $30 on it. Moving on, IINN was also a really good stock, right? We had this pop at the market, pre-market, like a 9:05, 9 o'clock news. And what happened there is I didn't trade it. I didn't trade pre-market, but I did trade the different setups here at when it was testing that 325. Break of 3 was actually one of the also opportunities to trade into that VWAP. And this sell-off on IINN, I know some people got caught in it. That was kind of brutal. I'm glad I was trading something else during that time, but that red to green moves kind of tried to test a new high. There was opportunities there. I did load up on it. I think I traded a little larger share size, maybe around 800, 500 for sure. So $120 on it. Just thankful, I was able to scalp it, and it gave that good opportunity. And then as soon as it sold off, I wasn't around. I was trading something else during the sell-off, and I didn't get caught on it. I know a lot of people would have probably taken this break of VWAP. It looks strong, right? That continuation move. But anyway, I didn't take it. I left it at 120, so good there. TKLF was another stock. TKLF was actually interesting. It moved interestingly because it it was trying to break. You see how you try to fish around this area, you break and false breakout, then you kind of assume there's going to be false breakout again, and it's a strong stop. Look at this, like a 5-minute pullback worked really nicely. I am sure 5-minute pullbacks, I mean 1-minute pullbacks, nah, 1 minute doesn't look that nice, but nonetheless it did give opportunities, and I feel like I should have gave a little more oomph, if that makes sense, like give more shares to trade, maybe a little more potential. It's definitely one of those stocks where you have to I shouldn't say that, but maybe like scale in on the pullbacks, try to get the better average for a potential move up. And unfortunately the focus was around KSCP for me, and FGI and IINN. So TKLF, couple trades there, not much, but almost $50, $46, not bad. Tesla was surprising. Tesla was actually Tesla $23. I traded with 5 shares. I think I took 10 shares at some point, and I was like, the P&L, man, it was 10 shares. It's jumping like $23 down, then -$7. It's like the P&L is crazy. It was just 10 shares, and I mean it's almost 10 grand, right? So anyway, Tesla was able to kind of get just a little chunk of it, $23. And by the way, just because we're talking about Tesla, I did trade Tesla options on Lightspeed, and I'm down today as well, $70 on Tesla options. No issue with fumbling with keyboards or anything like that. There was just pretty much issue with getting to know the options, getting to know the fills, getting to know the whole relationship of a price action to option price action, like between the equity and option. That's what I mean to say. And so far I'm kind of upset that I didn't record it, because I wanted to record that option because it helps me read the level 2. It helps me see the market depth, and I didn't do it. I don't know why. I'll do it next time. I'm in the process of building a better computer. Maybe it will just give me a little more flexibility in terms of streaming and recording, and having a lot of these platforms up, and just not affect my trading, because I don't want to load up my computer so much where I'm trying to get in with 800 shares on KSCP, and because I had recording and streaming software, I pretty much got crappy fill, and then I lost like $400. I think it's not feasible, right? I think all these elements should be put on the side, as far as as far as like streaming, as far as supporting the social media versus like I need to focus on my trading, and I don't want external issues affecting me, or external inputs affecting my trading style, if I can avoid them. Maybe I would have gotten bad fill anyway, but I don't want to exclude a possibility of that fill being affected by something else, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, $70 down on Tesla. I'm not putting it there. I am putting it on the Discord, so if you do want to see recaps there, I do screenshots there. Right now we're here focusing on TOS for now, and when I was up, I believe was it $70 at some point last week on options for I finished the day $70 up. I didn't put that either in my total P&L, so I'm not putting profit or loss for options for now, at least, because I feel like it's kind of learning experience for me. And if I need to, I will. I don't know if they're going to affect it that much, but overall, I also try to play up with options if I have cushion on like low float. And low floaters moved today. I believe I had $170 cushion when I lost $70, so I was only up $100 for the day. And then KSCP popped up, and that kind of changed things around. So that's how I'm up over 800 on it. So 730. Majority of the profits today, 90% of the profits are KSCP. So Netflix. Let's talk about Netflix, because Netflix was pain in the donkey today, and the reason why is I couldn't read it. I couldn't get a hang of it. Every time I was trying, so one thing I noticed, I was trying to get in on pullbacks, and Netflix, like when you try to get in on 1 minute pullback, it like tries to pull back more. And then you try, it's like, okay, maybe that's the last pullback. You try to get in more, and it's like keep pulling back. And sometimes it's like, where's the end of it? And all of a sudden it rips out of nowhere, and you're like, okay, with strong momentum, get in. Like, because I'm still having that mentality of low float, where there's momentum, it usually continues for a little longer than a large cap. So that's not the case. And just adding to everything on Netflix. On Netflix, I was down about $17, I believe. $15. And then I decided to trade Netflix again. I don't remember exact specific area. Maybe it was around 10 o'clock here. Maybe that was the break of the 1640. And what happened is I forgot to change my share size from what I was trading IINN and FGI on that window. And by the way, you can see that in the live video too. And I'm going to rewatch it myself because I'm curious that P&L swing there. I took 250 shares of Netflix on the scalp, on the market order. Usually I've been trading 10 shares and I was down like $30 at some point, right? So $3 a share, it's pretty easy on Netflix. So 250 shares, even if that stock would have moved 70 cents against me, or 50, I would have been down $125. So anyway, I took that and I traded it just like I would have thought I had 10 shares or maybe 25 shares. And I got out and I'm looking at my P&L, and my P&L is like negative $56. And I'm like, what? So anyway, yeah, $50 loss. I think it should have been like maybe $8 or not even $8. It should have been like $5 loss or something like that. So it turned out to be a $50+ loss. And yeah, that's on my part. So I should have been over 900 today, if not that Netflix loss. And by the way, I was up 911, I believe, plus minus that 50. So yeah, I should have finished like 970 or something, like close to 1,000, if I didn't fumble with my trade share size or whatever it is. Always something, right? Always something. But I was up at some point Netflix $60. Yeah, it was on Thursday last week. So Netflix is just a roller coaster for me, and I'm not able to read it well. I don't know. We'll see. I still want to spend some more time on that, because, listen, this time Tesla worked, right? Last time Tesla didn't work, Netflix worked. So I don't know if there's a pattern to that or what, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Definitely having some thought about options and how they operate and how they lag a little behind the equity price. So how to benefit from that scenario. I don't know if there's benefit though. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a recap. $875 today. $875.59. Pretty decent day. So today is the last day of January. And by the way, if I look up my equity, no, not equity. If I look up my overall P&L for the year, I'm up $3,600, so $3,600 for a month of January in the green. So not a lot, I know that doesn't pay a lot of bills, but still something. It's very flat curve, like it's a flat curve, right? There's not a lot of swings, because I notice a lot of people when they trade, especially scaling method or system. It's like, I don't know if you guys, if you have time, but go read up about martingale method, martingale system. It's pretty much very, 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 very similar concept. You keep adding up, right, until it moves in your directions, and then if it doesn't, you have to like cut the cost. So sometimes you see P&Ls like slowly moving up, but it moves up a lot of times, right? But then all of a sudden it rips down the P&L curve, right? And then it moves up, and hopefully you reach that point before the P&L. In most cases not, so you keep getting this rips down. So anyway, just be careful with scaling in, and my curve is kind of like that. It's flat. It's just very small slope, but it's an increasing slope. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, that's it for a recap. Stay tuned, guys. Tomorrow, join me for live stream. Join the Discord. Hit the thumbs up. Appreciate everybody who's hanging out in the live stream. I know, Firefighter, you've been the first one for the past couple days. Delacroix, Jeff, Songbai, come on in. Come say hi, guys. Haven't heard about from Ski this week and from Clive. So I hope you guys doing well. And talk to you guys later.